Hi, I'm Izzy Osborne. Welcome.
Here I come. Here I come.
Today, we're going to talk about a short film called Strange Things About the Johnsons, a disturbing story between a father and a son, by American filmmaker Ari Aster. You might be familiar by his work from Hereditary and Midsummer. Strange Things About the Johnsons is one of his first films, and it's unsettling and disturbing. Let's watch. So the beginning of the film starts out with, "Oh my god! I feel like I need to cleanse my eyes with holy water."
All right, shoes on, mister.
Wait, don't.
jeez.
I'm cleaning it
I'm
here.
not.
After being caught by his dad has a conversation with him telling him that this is all natural and that everyone does it, while also Bob and weaving the question if he does it too.
And everyone's entitled to their...
You do it?
Why in the flying fuck would you want to know that? The conversation goes well though, and it seemed like he has a very good dad.
Dad. I love you.
I love you back.
So the dad leaves and we get to see the photo what he was doing it to. Bro, pause. Oh no. No. The next scene is a family photo shoot where we're introduced to the mother named Joan. Oh yeah, and by the way, the dad name is Sidney, a acclaimed poet, which is useful information for the story. And of course, Isaiah the son. In the photo shoot, Isaiah has a hard time not staring at his dad. It's so weird and uncomfortable. We cut to 14 years later where Isaiah is married, Sidney looking physically uncomfortable.
Because I could turn more toward the camera.
Thanks for everything, Bob.
Do we all say cheese?
Okay. We don't know how long ago or when it started, but it seems like Sidney has been abused by his son many times. We cut to the wedding reception, and Joan, the mother, is talking to people, and it comes to her attention when someone asks where is Sidney and Isaiah.
Isaiah? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen him. I think I may go find him. Okay.
She goes out and looks for them. Joan finds Sidney and Isaiah. She sees the whole situation that's happening. Joan is in shock, but goes on with the party like nothing happened. She does other things in the story that piss me off. After the party, we see the family cooking dinner with Isaiah's new wife. Joan asks Isaiah to go tell his dad that dinner's ready.
Shall I help set the table?
Oh, that's okay. Everything's under control.
Under control? Yeah, sure, okay. The next scene, we get to see some of the books that Sidney has made. We see him working on his new book, which his new book is talking about the abuse that he's going through. It gets interrupted when he hears Isaiah looking for him, which Sidney panics and tries to close his document.
Hey, Pop. Time for din-dins.
Who in the hell says din-din? We cut to the family having dinner where Isaiah is weirdly jealous of Joan and Sidney's relationship.
You want one of these?
I'm okay.
You know these aren't for me, Dad. I got them for you.
I'll have one.
Well, they're Dad's, so you're gonna have to ask him first.
Bro is trying to play footsies with his dad under the table. It's so fucking weird. Sidney prints out the book he was writing. Sidney places it on the bed where in the bathroom Joan is showering. I'm gonna be honest, Sidney should have just tell her instead of giving her a whole goddamn novel. I'll be like, tell me what you need to tell me. I ain't reading all of that. But at the same time, it's probably hard for him to get the words out. Isaiah comes out.
Hey, I forgot that toilet was broken. I'm just gonna use yours.
No, that's my... Wait a minute. Your mother's in there.
I can wait.
Oh god. Sidney waiting in his office for Isaiah to confront him.
Don't look so scared. I tell you, Dad, from a poet, I expect more eloquence.
I'm sorry
What for?
for what I wrote.
I love you, Dad, but this makes it hard. and I'm burning this. And if I see another copy lying around, it's gonna be more than a slap on the wrist.
Usually the roles are reversed in these situations, but it's still heartbreaking to see the gaslighting and manipulation that the abuser does to their victim. We cut to another party where Isaiah and his new wife are making out, ton and everything, while staring down at his dad. After the party, Isaiah breaks something. Isaiah's still mad about the whole book situation, tells his wife that he's gonna stay and help them clean. Meanwhile, Sydney is in the bath listening to some words of encouragement by Bob Ross.
Positivity was the good things I...
Dad? How do I feel about locked doors?
Isaiah starts banging on the door where Sydney starts taking notice. As Sydney is screaming out of fear, we see Joan watching a show and she turns up the volume to mask her husband's screams. How can you hear someone screaming, let alone your husband screaming, and not do anything about it?
Put that in your book.
We cut to Joan and Sydney in the bed, not being able to fall asleep because of what just happened. The next day, we see that Sydney hid a copy of his book. He grabs it and tries to go out and publish it
What's that?
until he hears Isaiah.
Another book of yours? Are you asking me to get upset?
I'm not asking you anything.
Well, I'm asking you.
I'm just leaving.
This is pathetic, Dad. If you want me to apologize, I'll apologize. And I am sorry about what happened last night. And I did go too far. But what about you?
Isaiah proceeds to gaslight Cindy, telling him that he was at fault to play for letting things happen.
Don't shake your fucking head at me! Everything I've ever done has been for you, and for you, and for you, and to what end? You are not just my father. You're my friend. You're my best friend. And maybe we can just agree that that's a beautiful thing, and not something to be perverted and corrupted and mutilated by your warped and confused conscience. You've always sabotaged everything good in your life. You've been shitting all over this from the minute we started. You never gave it a chance to be good. But you can sleep with that cold bitch in that loveless bed. And you can write your backwards book about your backwards son, but not a single word about what you've done. It's just love, Dad.
Sydney, super distraught about this, starts running and gets hit by a van and passes away.
Don't touch him! Call the fucking ambulance!
We cut to the funeral where everyone is saying their condolence. Then we see Isaiah wearing his dad's clothes, and Joan walks in, finally confronting him and dropping us some lore.
Was your father crying when he drove you home from prom night?
I'm sorry?
On your prom night, when he brought you back home,
What about it?
he was crying.
Was he?
He was crying, and he wouldn't look at me.
Are you being serious?
He locked himself in the bathroom, and he just cried, and he cried all night with the sink running. Is that when it started? It started earlier. I know that. When did it start?
Mom, you're emotional. I'm emotional.
It eventually starts getting heated and they start fighting.
You.
What? Wait.
Get off of me!
I'm warning you, Mom.
You don't warn me!
I loved him better than you ever did.
You sick! Sick! Sick!
At the end of this fight, she gets the upper hand and kills Isaiah. She cries and burns the last copy of Sydney's book. And that's where the short film ends. I actually knew about this film way long ago before I saw Hereditary. And after I watched Hereditary, I looked up the director's name and I was like, what the hell? He made Strange Things About the Johnsons? That's crazy. And the character Joan really pissed me off because of her lack of taking action. She knew of the crimes, what was going on, but she did nothing about it. Maybe she was ashamed and she wanted this to be a family secret. But at the end, she burns the book, which could have been used as evidence. Because after her son's death, the police are gonna go in and question her, and the book could have helped her. I'm just saying. Either way, the ending was still satisfying, and even though it was a weird film, it was still pretty entertaining, and the guy who made it has made other films that became successful. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and keep post notifications on. I'll be posting regularly. Bye!
There's no way to detach ourselves from what's happened today.